Okay, so welcome to Sicily Soul Sojourn. And each week we are going to have ASLP Ghana on, Aquaba Spiritual Liberation Pilgrimage. And if you look at my older videos, you will see them there on some of my live and some of the actual content there. So you get to see Sicily. A lot of the time you see a lot of my content, you don't see me. But check it out. I've got different shorts. I see that people are liking my meditation videos. So I'll do those little 5-minute videos. The numbers increased on that. So I will definitely do that. But anyway, so Cicely and another hat that I wear, as well as the metaphysical minister that I just received that ordination as a metaphysical minister. But I'm also the co-founder and the spiritual advisor for Aquaba Spiritual Liberation Pilgrimage. And so here today we have one of our team members, and this is Albert Cromwell, and also known AKA as Kojo, his African name. Kojo, I got to say it right, Kojo.
Yeah, Kojo.
and he's our secretary and plays many, many hats, and he will tell you about that. So Albert, welcome, and please introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Albert Cromwell Kojo, as my local name, born on Monday. So a Monday-born male is Kojo in Ghana. And I happen to be the secretary of ASLP-Ghana. Aside my administrative role as a secretary, I'm also a tour guide, which I convey tourists to sceneries with great historical background and to sites which comes with adventures and also with great experience. So, in a brief description about myself, that's me, Kojo, Secretary of ASLP Ghana.
I see I'm muted. So what
Yeah.
we're going to discuss today is we're going to discuss Panafest 2023. So Albert was fortunate enough to join the amazing event that they had this past few days. And so Albert's just going to talk to us a little bit about the experience. Would you like me to share the few pictures first, and then you talk about that, or do you want to just share about the overall? You want me to share the pictures?
Okay. So I want to give a brief history behind the
Yes,
celebration of
lovely,
Emancipation.
lovely. Go ahead.
Okay. So Panafest, which is an acronym for Pan African History and Theatre Festival, and it's a cultural event held in Ghana every 2 years since 1992. And the idea for the Panafest is to promote and enhance unity, Pan-Africanism, and the development of the continent of Africa itself. And we have Panafest and emancipation. The emancipation traces its history back in 1834 when the slave trade was abolished in British colonies. Now, it was introduced then in Ghana in 1998. So this year's Panafest and Emancipation, no, the Emancipation marks its 25 years of its existence since its introduction in Ghana. So this year's Emancipation was a silver jubilee celebration for the people of Ghana and the diaspora. And the theme for the Panafest and the Emancipation was reclaiming the African family, confronting the past to face the challenges of the 21st century. I think it's a profound theme that was dubbed for the celebration. And
Very lovely. Love that.
yes,
Reclaiming the African family. That's very
yes,
important, right?
reclaiming,
Reclaiming of the
yes,
African family. Yes.
exactly. It was a 10-day program. Yes, it started from 24th of July and it ended in August 1st. So August 1st is actually the day in which the slave was abolished in the British colonies. So the slave was abolished in 1st August 1834. So that comes the celebration of the emancipation. And it started with a whole series of events. It started in the three regions of Ghana, the northern region, the Greater Accra, which is the capital of Ghana, and the central region, the Cape Coast. which is most known by people. And these three regions was chosen purposely because of the trade, the slave trade. The transatlantic slave trade in Ghana was went on in the northern part of Ghana, where they have the slave camp, and Greater Accra, where we have the castle, the Christianborg Castle, where the governors were residing as a capital of Ghana. Then the Cape Coast, that's where in West Africa the slave really started, in Cape Coast and Elmina. So the program started from 24th of July at the northern part of Ghana with a visit to the slave trade camp. They had rituals there to remember the ancestors. From there, they came back to Accra for the laying of wreath at WEB Du Bois Center. They also laid a wreath at Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah is the first president of Ghana, so, and also a promoter of Pan Africanism. So a wreath was also laid at Kwame Nkrumah Museum, and then also in Cape Coast here, what we did is before the Emancipation Day, a day before emancipation on 1st of August, the diaspora, together with the locals of Cape Coast, take a candle light procession in the evening through the principal street of Cape Coast to the Cape Coast Castle, where um, they pay homage to the ancestors. They have a special rituals for the ancestors, and it was very very happy or very great event, seeing the diasporans clothed in all white, holding their candles and chanting their song, the local and some of the Pan-Africanism song, the song that promotes Pan-Africanism, taken through the streets of Cape Coast to the castle, and that it was a very great event, a very great.
Beautiful. And you make it sound so great. You make me want to get on the plane and make sure I'm there next year for the event. As you have so much feeling enthusiasm and how you share things, and it sounds like an
Yes,
amazing
yes.
experience. And I don't
It
want to
was a very
forget because earlier we had another conversation on the live, and it was saying how you saw Professor Smalls. I'm like, I just saw Professor Smalls in New York, and there you are meeting him. You met him in Ghana. Isn't it just amazing? It's lovely how everything works out, just really lovely and amazing. So what we're
very.
going to do now, if it's okay, Albert, can I share the video now of what
Yeah,
your
sure, sure.
experience
Yes,
were
we can
there?
share the
Okay,
videos.
thank
Yeah.
you, Albert. Thank you. Let's see if we can get it opened up there. Okay, I think this is it. Yes, let's get it. Right. Okay, Albert, do you want to explain this for us?
Yes, a very beautiful culture displayed by people of Elmina. So the people of Elmina, the tradition. So you can see it's a female affair. So it's a group of females who are specially trained. You see, in the olden days, our elderly or the queen mothers normally form a group of females, and the motive of forming this group is to train them to become a virtuous woman in the society. So we can see
I
them
like that.
clothed.
Virtuous woman of the society.
Yes, yes, a virtuous woman. Yes, and also to
Mm.
help them. Yes, to help them to lead a decent life. That's why you can see a whole lot of ladies being grouped and performing. They are from Elmina, and they came all the way to Asamanso. Asamanso is where emancipation is held yearly. That's where the last bat of slaves is being located before they are being transported into the West. So they are displaying their culture of the Elmina. They are putting on white cloth because of victory. So we are victorious, we have emancipated. So they are dancing and cheering, which shows that they are happy that they have been emancipated, and now we are capable of. That's the Ghana president, the first president of Ghana said that Africans are capable of managing our own affairs. So they are happy, singing, making merry because of we being emancipated. And as the video was showing, we saw a stage on your right hand side. That's the stage set for dignitaries. So the president of Ghana was there. Yes, and we see people moving from their seats, getting closer to the ladies while they are dancing. So they are showing their interest. They are being thrilled by the performance. So they are giving them a token of to express their joy of the performance that the people have been displayed. So sister, can you show the next picture of the emancipation?
Sorry about that, Albert. I got a phone call. I had to say. What did you say, Albert? I'm sorry.
Okay, so I want to show can we see the next picture of
Did you want me
the
to go back to
emancipation?
here? Were you showing about the dignitaries, or you
Yes,
spoke
yes,
about
I've
that, right?
already,
Yeah, yeah.
yes, I'm speaking about that. Yeah.
I
So
apologize.
can we
So
go to
let
the
me
next
just stop
image?
this. Yes, I'll stop this presentation. Hold on. Remove from studio. Okay, so I'll put up the images now. We'll go through the other images. You want me to do that now? I
Okay.
apologize. I had to a phone call at a delivery set to let them know that I can't take the delivery now. So let's get to the photos. Okay, let me make sure I get this up first before I start sharing that. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. So I'm really enjoying this, what you're sharing with us. It's really given us a lot of incentive to be there, basically. It really is doing that. And so let's get this up and showing to everybody. And here we go. So let's talk about this. You'll come up in a second.
Okay. So in your shot now is a section of our brothers and sisters in the diaspora who came to Ghana to mark this memorable event with us. So we have diasporans from the States, from the Caribbean and the Caribbean island who came in their numbers to come and have a feeling to return home because we have been emancipated. So they came to share in with us our joy and to have a feeling of belonging to the motherland Ghana. They had a fun. So you can see them standing, cheering the display of the cultural various cultural groups, and they can't contain all this joy to themselves than to get up from their chair to cheer them. So you can see it's all joy from their faces, from their movements. So it was a very great and a historical occasion for our brothers and sisters in the diaspora.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So I'm going to go through the other images, and you can talk about the other images. But it's really, it's very profound what you're sharing with us, Albert. Very
Yes.
profound, and amazing, and very important. I think this one is just them getting up, so I'm not going to show that one. It's very important to have these kinds of experiences because
Exactly.
let's get this one up for you now. Yeah, because it's part of history, and it's important. I realize how important it is to know the history of ancestors, right? The ancestor,
Yes, sister, yes.
where they're from, right? So let's see this. I guess here's some more of the groups. What I see though, Albert, with the picture will come up soon. What I see here, Albert, is that there's a nice sort of variety. There's a lot of people that I'm seeing. If you could share with us, Albert, about how many people attended from the diaspora. Was it from just mainly America, or was it from other parts of the diaspora in the world?
Okay, so as the history says, the Caribbeans and the United States were all migrated or were enslaved to the West. So in your short now, are diasporans from the Caribbean
Oh,
island, and from the United States. Yes, they really came in their numbers.
so were
They
there
really
some
came
from
in
the
their numbers.
UK as well, Albert?
UK, yeah, yes, some came from the UK, but the number of people, the large number of people are from the Caribbean and the United States.
Hmm. Lovely,
Yes,
lovely. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing. We're going to look at the next image. Let's see now. Okay, that
yes.
one
There's this image I
ready.
took at the ancestral cemetery. If you can find it, you can share with our brothers and sisters.
Yeah. What's this? Okay. Hold on a second. Hotel, we did this one. There was another one. Yeah, let me share this one. Okay, let's see. And I also want you to talk about what we had mentioned before. Um, Let me just share the image. All right, here we go. So you were talking about these earlier, this image earlier, and about the significance of them wearing white. Um,
Yes.
Interesting enough. So we'll talk about that once it comes on the screen. Then you'll be able to share about that. So let's talk
Okay.
about. Is it on there? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So this also a section of the diaspora. So you can see we had different pictures. All diaspora. This group is wearing white depicting victory. So this part of the diaspora who witnessed this historical occasion. All those we see under the tents, the canopy are all diasporans who came all the way from the west to come and witness this historical and memorable events. Yes. So you can see joy in their faces. Yes, they really felt happy to be back home.
Albert, I don't see joy. What I see is, I don't know if I'm using this word in the right context. What I see is, well, it's probably been quite a long day, probably hot and all the rest of it. But what I see is nostalgia. And I want to see if I'm using that word in the right context. Because sometimes I come up with these words and I'm like, okay, Cicely, are you using this word in the right context? But what I see is nostalgia. So I don't know. Let's take a look. Also, while I'm looking up at the word, can you tell us what those colors signify? The banners? Could you tell us what the colors are? I know what they are, but I want you to tell the audience what they are.
Okay, so as you can see, the tent or the canopy is being decorated with the red, gold, and green colors, signifying the color of Ghana. So the red actually mean the blood and the toil that our forefathers shed for us in gaining our independence. The gold signifies the rich minerals that it has been God has endowed Ghana. So the gold we have mineral, gold, bauxite. Yes, that signifies the yellow color or the gold color, and the green is the vegetation. Yes, the rich vegetation that the country has. So the color you see in your shot now is the color of Ghana flag. It
Mm,
has a black star in it, but I think
right.
yes, it can be located
I,
at
I was.
some areas. Mm.
Yes, I'll see if I can get an image to share that. But I was right about the word nostalgia. I don't know how I get these. I don't know where
Okay.
these words come from in my mind sometimes, but I used it in the right context because nostalgia means Nostalgia is a sentimentality for the past, typically for a period or a place with happy personal associations. The word nostalgia is a learned formation. So I was right. That's what I see, like a sentimentality for the past, typically for a period or place with happy personal association. That's what I see, Albert, is nostalgia. I don't know how I
Exactly.
knew the word. I didn't know. I mean, words just pop at me, and they usually 99% of the time I'm right. So it's amazing. Yeah. So nostalgia is what I
Yes.
saw rather than happiness. I saw nostalgia. So
Okay.
yes, Alva. Yeah, I didn't really actually share that picture you're saying, the one at the burial ground. I can take a look, I can see. But tell us some more, Albert. And what I'd like you to do is actually take us through why you would recommend anyone in the diaspora, whether it be in the US, the UK, wherever, Germany, France, wherever. One may, well, those are sort of like maybe second or third generation of those who went to those places. We know it's primarily the United States and the United Kingdom. So, what would you say to them out there who might be interested in coming? And you know, we spoke about earlier how they were very how you talk about that, what you felt, what you experienced attending.
Okay. So actually, it's been a while. I attended such a historical occasion. So this year, being its silver jubilee, I got chance to witness this historical occasion, and it was a very great occasion. Looking the looks from the diaspora when I was there is that they were very happy to reconnect back to their roots. After the emancipation ceremony, we took a pilgrimage to Asan Manso. Asan Manso is actually the town where the emancipation is held annually, and is a town where there's a river, the river where the slaves, our ancestors, took their bath before they are being imported into the West. Now, after the occasion, the diaspora took a pilgrimage to the place. And if you see the zeal and the enthusiasm that they had, some getting their feet into the river, taking some of the water from the river to their body to feel some of the trauma, the things that our ancestors went through. It was very very great occasion. The joys that I
Mm,
see in the diaspora, the zeal that they showed, chanting, singing under the ceremony was very great. So to me, I was very happy to see my brothers and sisters reconnecting back to their roots, taking
mm,
yes, claiming their queenship and kinship status, because we were kings
right.
and queens before yes such incidents happen. So reconnecting back to their roots, that's Ghana, was a great opportunity for our brothers in the diaspora, and I felt very
Mm,
happy seeing them, mingling with them, and having interactions. From our interaction with them, I think they were very happy to return back home. So,
mm,
to my brothers and sisters in the diaspora watching us in our conversation, the main idea for the celebration of this historical event, that's the Panafest and the Emancipation, is to promote and enhance unity, to promote Pan Africanism, and the development of the continent of Africa itself. So, I therefore want to encourage our brothers and sisters in the diaspora to return back home. It's about time that we need to reconnect back to our roots, that's Africa, reconnect and have this sense of belongingness, reconnect and feel the rich culture, reconnect and immerse yourself in the rich culture of people of Ghana, and you will love it. In fact, most of the people they didn't even want to go back because they really want to relocate into Ghana. So it's about time that we need to take this pilgrimage back to Ghana. So that's my little recommendation or advice I would give
So,
to
little plugger.
the
Lovely,
diaspora.
Albert, lovely. So, what I'm going to do now, I did found the picture that you spoke about, this wonderful couple. So, I
Okay.
will share that. I just was able to send it. I'm so good, it's so good to be computer savvy, technical savvy. So, we're going to see the image come up of this wonderful couple and proof that you were there.
Yes.
Because they're the seen
There
that
you are.
pictures of you
Yes.
being there. Yeah. So
Yes.
let's see. That'll
So
come up in a second. Go ahead.
yeah. So that's me in white being flanked by a diaspora. They have relocated in Ghana for a whole long. They are staying at Elmina. I think I met them with Cicely at Cape Coast at a vegetarian restaurant, and it was happy meeting them again at this memorable event. So they asked Albert, come, let's take this picture. Yes, so I think you can see from their faces. We took this picture
Mm,
at the slave bath where our ancestors really take their
mm,
last bath before being transported into the West. So you can see
okay.
them in red and black. So in red and black means they are in mourning. They are mourning their
Mm.
ancestors. Yes, yes, they are
Oh
mourning their
wow! See
ancestors.
how you see how significant colors are. You just think they're wearing beautiful, nice outfits, but you've come to
Yes,
tell us here, and this is why I'm telling you, you need to come and let Albert show you around the Cape Coast and El Mino area because he's very knowledgeable. He has a lot of very good contacts, and he's a great person to connect to. As you can see, he has a bubbly personality. He's always very happy. This is him. So this, I didn't know that. I mean, I really didn't know. I just thought, I mean, I knew there was something behind the colors,
yes,
but you really
yes.
shared something significant, like the white. You shared about the white, and now you're sharing about the red and black. But go ahead, Albert.
Yes. So as I said, in Africa, red and black we normally put on when we are mourning. So if you see them in red
Mm,
and black, it means they are mourning their ancestors because we took the picture of the ancestral where they had their last birth. Sister, I think if you can
mm.
share a picture with me that we took at the ancestral graveyard, I think it
Okay,
will
I'll
be
try it while you're doing that. So what I
all
want
right.
to do is also there was something else I wanted to say. Oh yes, because now that wonderful couple have fully really because when I saw them last time they were going between America and Ghana. Now they've fully relocated to Ghana now, right?
Yes, yes,
Congratulations to them. Amazing.
yes,
Happy for them.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
And they are
did
happy
you
to
want to
be
say?
in Ghana.
Oh, you can
They are
see
happy to
that. I'm happy for
yes, they're happy
them.
to relocate to Ghana finally.
Mm-hmm. Very
Yes.
good. I'm just seeing if I can see the picture. Okay. So what I wanted to say was um, about my channel a little bit because I'm not in Ghana at the moment because I'm sojourning throughout and I'm on this metaphysical ministry thing, and it's all about we are one, meaning we're all brothers and sisters and we belong to the one, meaning God, Baba Allah. So this is my mission to go around and share that. And this is newly ordained as a metaphysical minister, but I'm very, very connected and tied to. I've seen the picture now. I'm going to share it so that we can share. It's going to take a little while. So it's very important for me to go around and share as much as I can and be with amazing people like Albert and to meet Albert and a lot of the people that I've met as of late, I've met them on social media. I met Albert on social media a couple of years back, and basically here we are today. But we're both sort of circled off just now. But anyway, I've got the now, so let me just open it so that we can. Hold on a sec. Here we go. Okay, let's open it. All right. So this is the ancestral graveyard that you're talking about. Big smile on your face now, Albert.
Okay, yes. Yeah. So in your shot now is me standing in between. So these are the ladies that were displaying their beautiful culture in the previous video that we saw. This their leader, yeah, they are leaders. So we are standing
When
that
you
we are
said they're
standing.
leaders, what do you mean that they're leaders? Who the
They
lead?
are the
Who are
leaders
these
of the
leaders?
yeah, the leaders of the group that they were performing. They performing the they were giving.
I'm not hearing you, Albert. Can you?
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
I'm not hearing you, Albert.
Can you hear me now? I think you were
Albert?
yeah, you froze.
Yes, you're back. Yeah. Yeah. Like about this, it shows you that the internet signal is weak. Okay, it's back now. So let me share, maybe because I was sharing, but let me share again. Hold on. When you said leaders, I wanted you to share what you meant by leaders. Oops. Oops. Go ahead.
Okay, so in the previous video that we saw, that the video that a whole lot of ladies displaying the rich culture of Ghana. These two ladies actually are the leaders of the group, the cultural group. They were
From the
singing.
US?
No, from Elmina. They are from Elmina.
Okay, yes. Okay, because they
They were the
look right. They look,
representation. Yes,
they look
yes.
like daughters of the soil.
Yes, yes. Negroes.
Like I said, they're daughters of the
Yes,
soil.
yes.
Uh-huh.
So in behind us is the ancestral graveyard. The ancestral
Okay.
graveyard. Yes. So along the last bath where
Mhm.
our ancestors took their last bath before they are transported, along the baths, most of them lost their life along the way. So that's where they were buried. So
Mm.
um the tomb is still there, open for tourists and diaspora to come and visit the place.
Mhm.
So that's the
Okay.
ancestral graveyard, yes, behind us.
Lovely. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you, Albert. Very, very nice. So we're going to finish up now, and I want to thank you, Albert, for this is the first time I'm really doing a full StreamYard thing, and I got it. I got it now. It's just a couple of little things um, that I need to just refine, but I really do like this, and I see why it's used in the way that it is. It's a very good, not plugging you, StreamYard. I'm just saying. I think it's good for these kind of live broadcasts. But I saw, and what it does too, it shows me when the signal is weak. It actually showed me on the screen that the signal was weak. So it's very good as it relates to that. So Albert, my dear, any last words, closing words for our viewers? Anything you'd like to say to them?
Okay, so we are ASLP Ghana, which is an acronym for Aquaba. Aquaba means welcome. So Aquaba Spiritual Liberation Programmage. Ghana. It's an organization in Ghana here, and our main motive or our main goal is to encourage tourists to visit Ghana through a pilgrimage. As part of our activities, we also help school children. We reach out to schools. We help them in helping children with learning materials, an African child learning material to help them learn or to facilitate their learning in order to help them achieve their aim or goals in life. We also help the aspirant in relocating to Ghana, land acquisition, getting of documents, a genuine document for your land, then also in acquiring citizenship, non-citizenship card, other things. So we are here for our diaspora to help them to make their life easy in Ghana here. So my message to our viewers in diaspora who wish to relocate to Ghana, who wish to take a pilgrimage to Ghana, that this a time, it's about time that we need to return home. Brothers and sisters has already started. We started in 2019 when the government instituted the year of return, which has seen a whole lot of diaspora trooping in Ghana to relocate, to come and familiarize with the rich culture, to immerse themselves in, to visit most of the historical castles and the forts that we have in Ghana. So it's about time that you take this move, come to Ghana through us. That's all I have to say.
Lovely. So lovely, yeah. And not for nothing. I mean, just come for a visit. Nobody's not saying you need to pick up and leave and go to Ghana and live or anywhere in Africa. Just, I think Albert's just saying, come and visit, come and see your ancestral home if that's what your passion is, and it's what you feel deep inside of you. If that's what your intuition is telling you, then go visit. And we've got some amazing people waiting there for you. We've got Albert, and we've got Kwame Asari, and we've got Asari Kwame, we've got Iliasu, very good team. And we have other people that are very supportive and knowledgeable. We have people in different areas to help you out with your visas and different things to get to Ghana. And once you land in Ghana, all the necessary documents and papers and stuff that you need, we can help you out with. So thank you for joining us here at Cicely Soul Sojourn and for this amazing project and NPO, where we're properly structured, organized, and licensed NPO, a non-profit organization in Ghana. So we are here to serve. All right, Albert. So thank you, and thank you. So stay on, Albert.
A lovely time, a lovely moment.
It has been amazing.
Thank you
it
for
has.
having
We had some challenges. It almost took us an hour to get on. We were able to do it.
Exactly.
All right, Albert. Thanks. And everybody else, thank you. Stay on, Albert, okay?